Okay, today we have Luis Albacaracrin. Don't know how to pronounce. So let's see where he needs help with, what's on his mind. And if we can catch him, we'll do a follow-up call. Machine. Okay. Hey, Luis. Hey, Luis, how's it going?
Hey, Sean, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Do you have video or just audio?
I'm moving around right now, but I'm listening. I'm gonna sit down here in just a second, and I'll turn on the video if you want. Just give me a couple minutes if you don't mind. Just trying to get set up here. I was just on another call. I'm just moving all my stuff set up. Where are you located?
I'm based in Singapore. What about yourself?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia, US.
Virginia. So it's afternoon over there?
What's that?
Is it in the afternoon over there?
Yeah, it's noon right now. It's right at noon. All right, 1 second. I'm almost much there. I'm sorry for the wait, Sean.
No worries, man. You
Doing a lot.
ready?
Yes.
Is that your lunch?
Yeah, I was warming that up just in case I go really, really hungry during this. I did an hour cardio this morning, so it's been a ride. But I have your undivided attention.
Awesome.
And I'm ready to take notes if needed or anything like that.
Yes, so I'm here on a mission today. Sabah is traveling, so I was entrusted this mission of seeing how we can support you. So
Yeah.
could you brief me on your conversation with Sabah, as well as what is it that you do for your clients?
Well, I do social media advertising using Facebook ads. And I also provide software as a service to go along with it as an optional thing. That's basically it. The niche that I've been working with has been home remodeling. I have currently one client here in Richmond, Virginia, and he's paying me $2,000 a month, and he's probably going to be paying me $2,500 next month because he wants to add the automation software, or at least try it. So that's where I'm at. But I like that niche. I've just been kind of really involved with a lot more fitness coaches.
Yeah.
So I've just thought to myself, like, this is my passion. Like, this is what I like to do. And these are the people that I'm around 24/7. So maybe I should migrate my advertising business towards this niche instead, rather than, the home remodeling niche, which is a good niche. I enjoy it. It's just, the passion is more on the other niche, but there lies the problem of the best offers. Their needs are different. They may not need social media advertising. And a lot of them may not want consulting because they feel like they can just learn it all themselves. So everything has been mostly on my Facebook for the home renovation. Like, all of my content, my profile funnel is just all on Facebook. I mean, Instagram has been more personal, but I felt like if I'm going to be doing personal fitness stuff and I have online fitness coaches, they're not going to care about seeing my fitness content, but it should be okay as long as I can mix in a good amount of my business as well. So it's just similar to how I do Facebook, but it's on Instagram. So that's kind of where I'm kind of stuck, because I haven't really used it so much for business. Don't know really the best ways of setting it up. I haven't watched Saba's video yet because she invited me to this Instagram learning hour session that she did. So that's why I joined the group. And then, one of the questions were to, if you needed to talk to somebody, or would you want to have a conversation? And I was like, hey, I'm open to talk and chat. Why not? So that's what led me here today to this call.
I see. Yeah, that really clarifies, because when I first saw your video, I was thinking you have way too much muscles for someone that's doing a home remodeling. I thought you were the one physically doing the remodeling. That's why it's so strong. And the other thing is, Sabah is no bodybuilder, but we have fitness people, martial arts people that is students of her work. So I don't think you need, to, because you were saying that you want to help, you are considering a transition,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To help fitness coaches with their
Yeah.
businesses. And you are thinking if your fitness is relevant to helping them, because what they really want is different things.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, it's true.
So in that sense, I would think that because the free training that Sabah does is really to demonstrate what's possible, but it's for a problem like yours, obviously it's not going to really solve everything, because what I'm sensing now is you have a much bigger question that you are facing. Am I right?
Yeah.
So the home remodeling business is I would say it's you have something. Uh, it's one client, 2,000 a month, and currently your entire setup is geared towards this niche. Yet at
Yeah.
the same time, you're considering, should I start helping fitness coaches instead? So what is your thought process with regards to this transition?
It's been all mentality really, because to put in the work. So, and I don't know what it's been, but it's like every day I'm not really reaching out like I should, you know, not really promoting like a lot of the content on my Facebook anymore like I should. And it's been a lot in part because um it's just another thing to do, whether like if I'm doing it for fitness coaches and fitness clients, it's like I'm going to get a lot more engagement. People talk to me about it constantly, you know, so it seems more relevant just to passionately want to work in that niche. Whereas, you know, I'm actually excited to get stuff and work done rather than the home remodeling niche, which is great. You know, I did a cold call a couple days ago, and I have a call scheduled. You know, we just talked and told him how I was doing it here for my home remodeling client. He's told me exact same thing that my client here is I was able to replicate. And he basically said the same things as my client did when I first spoke with him. And it's going to be probably an easier call now because I already have that one client and I can already show like what we've been doing. So I understand like I could probably keep closing more and more home remodeling if I just pushed myself in that niche, you know, and just got the work done, you know, because I enjoy it. Like I'm so gung ho about it when I have the client. When I have the client, like it's no problem for me to get stuff done and to feel motivated to see the results and make things happen for them. But it's on the front end where I'm doing the reach out for sales and, you know, trying to gain more clients and creating more content for that niche. It's kind of like daunting.
Yeah, I feel like you already know the answer, and you were subconsciously hoping for either Sabah or myself to tell you what you already know.
I don't know. Maybe I know the answer, but I don't know.
And the reason I say that is I think it must have been because of me. I'm a very why driven person. I'm a very passion driven person. And the last three clients that we spoke to and enrolled were all the same. And I think it's, do you believe in the law of attraction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm the one that's attracting all these conversations because the last three ones that I've had, they're all the same situation. They have a
Including mine.
purpose, including you. So I recognize it right away.
Wow.
It happens three times. this month. You're the fourth one. And here's the pattern. These coaches, they have a message, they have a purpose, and they're doing something else that is burning them out, and they can do it, but there's no purpose in there. So that is who I am. And that was the intention I set. And it's manifesting this month. So it's amazing to watch. So
Yeah.
I'll just tell you right now, you already know the answer. One is your passion. The other one is it pays the bills, but it's mechanical and it's it's kind of burning you out if I'm right.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. Because when you talk about fitness and your passion, you're very different when you talk about home remodeling. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like,
Yeah. So
I don't know.
yeah.
It's just like, I don't know the best way to help online fitness coaches, honestly. I mean, I have some ideas, but I don't know whether they're willing to, I've just from my own like study of, local online clients, people are doing more like the organic strategies rather than setting up a like a fitness program that's a product online that you can resell. you know it's I'm just not sure. I don't know, maybe I'm just downing myself and you know shouldn't think like that, but um I don't want to put all this time and energy into a niche that's just going to end up dry, where I'm not really seeing the same type of payment results that I would get from a home remodeling
Home
niche.
remodeling. Yeah. I knew it.
Yeah.
So the three biggest niches in the world: health, wealth, and love. What makes you think that the fitness niche is dry?
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I
who doesn't need more health? What are you talking about?
just
You're eating healthy food now as you speak. You train in the
yeah.
morning. So what makes you think this niche is dry? If you're telling me about like astrology, like something really
Oh no,
obscure, I can understand. But you're talking about health and fitness. Why do you think it's dry? I don't understand.
I don't think it's not dry. I just think it's, do people really need Facebook advertising is the question
They
from
don't
that.
they don't need Facebook advertising. They don't need Facebook advertising. They need the outcome of your service or your coaching. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, let me be your strategist for today. Who exactly are you passionate about serving if money wasn't an issue? Let's say you already have 5 remodeling clients, and out of passion, who do you want to serve?
Um, just the online fitness model. I mean, the online fitness coaches.
Online fitness coaches. And
Yeah.
the promise you would give them is to deliver more clients, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Like, I'm not concerned with the tool. I'm concerned with how you're going to serve them. So it's more clients.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
What makes this enjoyable for you?
because um, I get to see their journey, just like with mine, and their relationship with their clients, and just knowing like, wow, like that person life was changed because I was able to bring that client to that fitness coach that I work with. So it gives me a fulfilling thing because personally, like I was really overweight and really, really fat most of my life. So just seeing that really just fires me up, just knowing like, wow, like I used the skill that I have to help get that client to that coach. And that's kind of like what drives me, like, and the more I can just send to certain people that I know are going to do such a good job and help change lives for these people, that it's like, it's incredible. I mean, it's more than just, oh, I have a nice kitchen now, you've changed a life. Like, you've been able to better somebody's quality of life, and it's you using your skill just to get that client there. It's amazing. So does that answer that?
Yeah, I told you that you already had your answer, and that is your answer. Such a huge contrast to building someone's kitchen compared to what I'm surprised you're not even doing it right now. How are you not doing this? Your message is so strong. Your purpose is so strong. And that's what makes it easy. Like, I'm passionate about sales. So it's effortless for me to get on calls. It's effortless for me to do sales because it's here.
Yeah.
It's easy. And there's a demand and I get paid well. So like, it's a no-brainer. I'm in my zone of genius and you should be in yours.
Yeah.
So what's holding you back from building this business where you target fitness coaches? Is it the skill set or belief or what?
Like, where do you start? I mean, for me, it's like, gosh, one, it's how do I set up the Instagram? What kind of content should I be posting? What's my battery's very low. 1 second. What's my offer going to be? What am I pitching? Consulting services? Am I doing it? Do with you? Do for you? I don't know. Like, I don't know what's best because I've never tried it. So I've thought, let me reach out to one of my people that I know and trust, and maybe help them out, see what kind of results I can bring them, see what worked for them, what didn't. And then from there, I can probably formulate, what I need to do, as far as replicating that, in a massive scale. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. But I know, like, my consultant that I work with now, Jason Fox, he's big on don't do things for free, and I get that, understand that. So I thought maybe, man, if I offer to give him, something like that's monetizable, like free, like a free content video, which I did, an edited content video for like 20 seconds. Took me like 1 minute to make, and he keeps posting about it, like, God, that edit was great. It's like, it took me a minute to do that. It's no problem.
Look at it's so fulfilling for you. You're so happy.
Yeah, like, it feels good when you go back and you're just like, wow, that I did that, and it's on their page, and everybody in our team sees that. And, he tagged me on it, continually comments on it too, like, dang, that edit was so great. And I'm like, so, he trusts me already. He knows we've been texting. He knows what I do. And I told him, I said, you need to have a small, like, 1-page website. Let me make it for you. And so he's writing up a bunch of stuff for it. And we're going to go from there. But he told me, he's like, I want to do this full time, and I want to have 70 clients that are paying me recurring money. And I'm thinking, like, 70 clients, that's a lot of money that he'd be making. Even if he's charging $250 a month, that's over $200,000 a month. I mean, $200,000 a year in revenue. So, like, that's usually huge for online coaches. But usually they won't need me after 70, so that's where I've kind of put myself in a frame of, if I can sell them the software that helps them keep themselves organized, that way they can keep that recurring when they don't need me anymore and still have something to hold on to. But that's it as far as my thoughts. I just don't know what's going to work, how I'm going to push that. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, don't worry about the how. I'm going to go into that in a while. I want to clarify, when you help fitness coaches, are you still just providing them a service, or do you want to coach them? Which one is it? Or you're not decided?
I haven't decided because I don't know whether they really need my coaching off the bat. Because I feel like when I give them the service, that's going to have to happen. A part of it's going to have to happen. Like, why are we adding this? Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I mean, part of it, they're going to have access to me to speak with. So it's kind of an added thing. It's not like I'm sitting here and we're going to do a one-on-one, for the first month. And I'm going to teach you the things that you need to know so that you can be successful.
That's coaching.
Yeah. Because some people don't need that. I've noticed some of these guys are really, really great, but I know there are probably going to be some down the road that are going to need sales coaching, because they're not in sales. They don't know what to,
exactly.
They're going to get on the phone with these fitness, clients, and they don't know what to say. So
now you're telling me what they want. I want to know what you want. Do you want to be a coach? Because that's how Saba started. She started as a service provider, and then she realized that she was having to coach people all the time. And so she just, transitioned to coaching. But which one do you want to do? Which one do you enjoy? Just providing the service and coach a little bit? Or do you want to lead these coaches to success? Which one do you prefer?
Well, I don't really like coaching too much. Because I feel like people don't really take what I say literally until they see action. So a lot of times I would more enjoy just giving them the service and saying, you see what I mean? Like, that's why we need to do this. And then they're more receptive to listening to what I'm saying that needs to be done. Instead of, hey, listen to me talk, this is what we need to do. It's just, that whole coaching part is, to me, it's like, it'd be good, but at the same time, I'd rather just provide the service.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Okay, so how important or urgent is it for you to solve this? Because you mentioned Jason, is he the one that coached you to do this home remodeling business?
Well, he told us just to pick one, and further down the line, he said to me that, dude, you already know what you need to do. You don't need to call and tell me and ask for permission. He's like, we should have talked about this from the beginning, because I didn't understand that from you, that fitness was such a passion. You always go with your passion. So he didn't really tell me to go with home remodeling. Actually started with cleaning companies, And I was like, it's really hard with these cleaners because a lot of them are just people out of their home who just want to quickly make a quick buck and just go to somebody's house and clean. And they're not really set up as a business. So, and you have to sell a lot more to make up your price for them. And it takes a longer commitment and a huge investment rather than like a home remodeler can see one lead come in the first month and they've already made up their return on investment right away, which makes it so much easier for them to understand like why they're paying what they are, because their value and what they're selling is so high. So it's basically how it turned out for me. But with online fitness clients, generally a fitness coach would charge around $700 for 12 weeks. And or like maybe $250 a month, but they have to commit to like a 3-month minimum. So that's like, you need like maybe 3 clients to break even, flat 5 clients for them to see some sort of return in the first month or so. But that's kind of what I've been just pondering is, some only want like 50 clients, 20 clients, 30 clients. And I'm like, well, why do they need clients? Why not make an online product? How do you steer that, into their minds to say like, how to help people lose fat, how to make a program to do it,
Yeah.
Why not take your videos that you can make? There's a gym here in Richmond that allows you to video record. They're all about video record, photography, everything. So they could literally make a program, nutrition stuff on the side, and sell that for like $30-$40 to thousands of people around the world.
Exactly. And I agree with you because I'm in the fitness niche myself. I'm a martial arts instructor. I used to have my own gym. I teach on the weekends. So what you're saying is absolutely right. That if I have all those assets, it will make my life so much easier. And as a coach or as a leader, that's your job to educate instructors like us on how we can improve our businesses, our quality of life. So have you spoken with Jason about this dilemma?
Somewhat. I mean, I'm going to probably speak to him tonight about it. We have a call tonight at 8:00, but I haven't been completely open about it because just I'm in this mode of let me just start somewhere and we'll go from there. Like, hey, let me just go ahead and get on video and make a piece of content, go from there, and just start building slowly but surely, since I actually enjoy doing that. And then as far as the online like exposure, I need to make myself look a little bit more professional on my Instagram. I'm just not sure yet how I want to do that.
So he's giving you advice that's not resonating with you.
Say that again.
So he's giving you the advice that's not resonating with you.
What do you mean?
Because he's telling you to start somewhere, anywhere, but you're looking for a bigger picture strategy.
Yeah. Maybe I just think too far deep into things, but That's basically how it is. I just think, I don't want to. I always like to do things the most efficient way, which I think is always great, but I don't really know unless I try, myself to see what needs to be
So
done.
different teachers have different philosophies. Can you tell me what is the style that you're looking for?
What do you mean? I mean, as far as like coaching people?
Yeah, because my end goal is to determine if your desire to go into this fitness niche is strong enough and if your learning style is a match with Saba. Because once these two criteria is there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna arrange for a second call for you to speak with Saba, where you're gonna go deeper into how she teaches her clients, how she operates, and if it makes sense for the two of you to work together. So that's my intention.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I mean, my style is more, I don't even know, like I guess somebody who requires weekly check-ins rather than recommended, because then I just don't show up.
Because
I noticed that.
you mentioned that you weren't really opening up to Jason because he was just giving you uh, like telling you to start now, start here, kind of just go into it, and it's not resonating with you. So in my mind, I'm thinking, what is your learning style? Like, where are your needs that's not being met? So right now, you're telling me that you want a weekly, like a accountability system to remind you, like, what is it you should be doing, and what's the plan? Is it is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and also not just that, but really understanding what needs to be done and how to go about doing it. Um, I'll share one of the things that kind of made me feel a little overworked was with Jason's plan. It's, we have this, what we call a KPI tracker, and we have to hit certain metrics per day, friend requests, reach outs, just the organic methods. And then it's like 20 conversations per day, new conversations. But the thing is, it's like exponentially, those conversations end up becoming too much to handle per day. It's like 20 conversations per day. By the end of the week, you're at 100, and 100 conversations per week added. Like that's a lot. So
Really overwhelmed.
it's overwhelming, yeah. Which is great. Like, I feel like 5 to 10, if I started there, it's kind of like I did the other day with my home remodeling niche, where I just reached out. See, that was easier though, because I already knew what to say. I already know a lot of their problems. It's kind of, I already know their ideal customers. So it's a bit easier because I know the strategy and really what my offer needs to be, what I need to do to help them. I don't know. It's simple, but
So has that been established, your offer and stuff, or it's not done yet?
not done yet for the online fitness.
Okay, because you are still inside the program, or because you have been focused on the home remodeling side?
No, because I don't really know how to help them so much. And
Okay.
if I don't know the direction I want to do, then I don't know how to formulate the offer.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's why you were looking for like pro bono cases to help, because you wanted to figure out what is the process like, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So what I will share with you is you have a clear goal, you don't know the how, and you're struggling between these two niches. So what I will say is when it comes to internet marketing, the techniques are more or less the same, right? Sales has always been the same since humans were able to talk, right? What's
Yeah.
different? So what makes a difference is it's kind of like martial arts. I don't know if you're aware, but like there are
Mhm.
only so many ways you can punch and kick.
Yeah.
But who I choose to learn from makes the difference, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So to give you an illustration, whatever teacher that you want to learn from, for me, I always look at how they live, because that's a direct indicator of whether your stuff works. So Saba is not even in the business right now. She's traveling. I'm handling all things sales. We have a accountability coach that's taking care of the clients. She has a virtual assistant. So she is still like we are still consistently doing 10, 20, 30, 50K months, but she is not inside the business. So, and this has to do with her philosophy of less is more. So when I'm on this team, she simplifies everything for us, for her clients, for our processes. So we work in a way where less is more. So I'm still enjoying, like, I just got married last week. I had the entire week off. Thank you. Yeah, it's a happy time for me. I'm enjoying sports. I do sports 3, 4 times every week. So I would say that you really need to choose based on this philosophy. And if that makes sense for you, I would uh, suggest that you have a second conversation with Saba to really go deeper on the how stuff, because that's not what I can advise you on. Basically, you will see her framework and what makes her way different from Jason. And therefore, if it makes sense for you to work with her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So would you like to speak with her? Right now it's already Thursday. It's the end of the week. So, oh, she's
Yeah, and she
full.
said she's moving to Chicago or something.
Yeah, she can't, she can't do this week at all. Would you like next week?
Yeah, that'll work. Let me see what days are good. Definitely not Monday.
Yeah, she can't do Monday as well. Tuesday?
Tuesday's fine. Tuesday at the
Okay.
same time if possible.
Same time. Same time, it's a lunch time. 1 p.m. Eastern.
1 p.m.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's 15 minutes from now, but next Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now
Do
is
you want me to?
I'm going to, so I have your email.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it into her calendar. There's Louis. How do I pronounce?
Albarracin
Albarracin at the
or
Star Client Marketing.
it's also Albarracin in Spanish.
Albarracin.
Yep.
Okay, so strategy with Louis. Okay, so I have sent a calendar invite for next Tuesday, 1st June, 1 p.m. Eastern for you and Saba. Could you do a quick check and see if the details are correct in your email?
Yeah, 1 second. Yep, I see it.
Okay, wonderful. So after this call, I will send you a link with more details for you to familiarize yourself with more of what she does. And ideally, if possible, try to look through it before the call on Tuesday. And that should
Okay.
be it. So I've enjoyed this call. It's nice to know you. Your story is inspiring, and I hope that you can achieve all your goals
Thank you.
by the end of this year.
That's the plan, man. That's the plan.
Awesome. Okay,
I
so
hope
I'm looking
so.
forward to your updates. Let's stay connected on Facebook, and I will be
Yeah, for
observing.
sure.
Looking
love
forward
that
to
you
see
do
your
martial arts.
wins. Yeah, awesome.
Also, your tone of voice reminds me of Dan Locke.
Yeah, I was from his program. That's why.
Oh, really?
I
Because
was
I've watched a
from
ton of his videos. He's very inspirational. I almost went into that program just to help me with my sales, and I used a lot of his same tactics still.
I see.
So that's awesome.
I met my wife in his program.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the best bonus of his program. Free wife.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's amazing.
Okay, so let's keep in touch. I'll look at your Facebook from time to time. Looking forward to see your wins. And let's talk again, hopefully soon.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Sean.
Have a great day. Goodbye.
You too. Bye-bye.